What's going on, people? TroopzTV, back again. Like our blood clot again, you understand? As you can see, we have a studio, blood. You understand? We are back again. We are back in full effect, blood. You get me? Things have been patterned, things have been put in place, and now we are ready to attack, blood. You understand? Shout out my brother Lewis every time in the cup, blood.
Love the new setup, my guy.
Come on, bro. You get me? It's nice, isn't it, blood? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it.
Yeah, just wish the transfer window was back.
Yeah, because that's the only thing you're winning, blood.
Yeah.
You get me? You know what I'm saying? Flawless.
Hey,
He's up
big
in
for
Manny,
having me.
blood.
Big up, my
You
guy.
say he's in the cut. What you telling me, bro?
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'll be down soon, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I said that as soon as I jumped on the stream before we started. I'll be down.
You're not going down on man, blood. You get me? You get that in every time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll be down soon in regards to in the studio soon. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I meant.
better, blood.
You know what I'm saying? There we go. So
You know
I'll
what
be
I'm
down
saying?
in the studio soon. The setup's flat. You feel me?
Politically correct. You get me?
Yeah. That's one thing we associate with you troops being PC. Yes.
You get me?
Politically correct. Yeah. Joke, man.
Hey, Jussie. Hey, episode 234, blood. Back again with Troops. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. The show will go on. You get me? It took me a bit of time. You understand? But now I think I found my Emirates Stadium. You get me? The only thing is that I might have to change this sofa from a blue one to a red one. You get me? Because
The colorway's fine, man.
man them, man, you get me? I need a new color, blood. You get me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like the blue. Yeah,
Maybe a little red on one side,
here,
a blue
blood,
on one
the
side.
the red needs to dominate, blood. Two little red over yes, I am. We're gonna have to change up the.
Feels like the bridge.
Right. Man said I'm in the away end. You get me? It's as
To
quiet.
be fair, you prefer to be in the way and at the bridge.
Yeah, I ain't
right
gonna
now.
lie. To be fair, it's as quiet as the bridge. I lie, Flawless. You get me?
Hey,
it's
that's
mad
that's
quiet down there, blood.
It's probably the same
Yeah, you
size
can
as
blame
the
that
bridge as
bonehead
well.
manager for that.
Hey,
It's
trust
probably,
me.
It's probably the same size as the bridge as well. Little small stadium.
Hey,
You know
facts,
what I'm
blood.
saying?
The
But
famous shedding.
there ain't as many holes as Old Trafford, though.
Hey, you got me there. Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
I can't even lie.
You man got more. You man got more leaks than Sainsbury's, blood. It's mad.
Hey, we seen one at the Emirates last year. Don't do that. You know, and our stadium's at least 100 years old. Yours is brand new and fresh.
Nah, but you know us, like, I mean, them day there, it was a cheap job thing. You get me?
Was it? And you man
Yeah.
just did
I was
the
going to say
prick
no
thing,
holes
yeah?
at the bridge, but we saved that for our defence.
Hey, hella holes in the defense, blood. You understand? Real talk,
Or just that
blood.
whole left side.
It's
allow-
not just the
allow
left
Joel,
side.
Giant
man.
holes. It's the whole left. It's the whole
Hey,
left.
Yeah, it's the
Lewis,
whole-
man.
Pause.
Stop scapegoating Joel, man. You know what I'm saying? He's in a new position.
Yeah. It's all the off the ball attributes and everything. I hear you, man. I hear you.
He
You know
did
what?
say
Before
in
we
Go on.
go on, Flo.
Now I was gonna say he did say in the interview that he's gonna improve. He needs to improve his passing, his creativity, and his shooting. Now he's playing as a left winger.
No. He said only his shooting needs to improve. No, obviously not the ball retention, not the first touch, not the passing, not the positional awareness, not the tackling, not the aerial duels, not the ground duels. Just the shooting. But yeah. Could we have another week of the international break, please?
Blood. It's not like I'm happy the Premier League's back, blood. You get me? Before we get into the Premier League, we have to touch on the England game. You get me? We have to touch on Flawless's centre back, Harry Maguire. You understand? The man has the English Defence League defending his clout right now, blood. You understand? Tommy Roberts is probably on the front line back in the ting with his mother. You get me? Like, his mum came out today. She has come out and made some comments, and the comments she made are as follows. As a mum, seeing the level of negative and abusive comments in which my son is receiving from some fans, pundits, and the media is disgraceful and totally unacceptable to any walk of life, never mind someone who works his socks off for the club and country. I was there in the stand as usual. It's not acceptable what's being created over nothing. Over nothing, she says, you know. I understand that in the football world, there are ups and downs, positives and negatives, but what Harry receives has gone far beyond football. For me, seeing him go through what he's going through is not okay. I would hate to have to see any other parents or players go through this in the future, especially the young boys and girls breaking through the ranks today. Harry has a massive heart, and it's a good job he's mentally strong and can handle it, as others may not be able to. I wish this sort of abuse on nobody. And then she put a love heart. Now, for me, I totally hear where she's coming from. Yes, I'm banter aside. A mother doesn't want to see their child go through that. Like, when my mum sees certain comments about me, because my mum's on my social media, you get me? She's on my social media. She's always commenting in my things. Yeah, blood, my mum, I'm gonna lie, my mum's probably my biggest fan, blood.
Big up.
You get me?
Like,
I put the little repost out today from Soph that me and her are gonna start working together again. Not like that, blood. Married man, you know the wife, the vibe. Shout out the wife. Me and the wife as well. Yeah, blood. I gotta get that in every blood clot time, blood. Yeah, that's how big up Sophie. But you know, saying I'm a married man.
I understand that, man. I get why you said that. It makes sense.
Yeah, blood. And the wife and our podcast is coming out as well, blood. You understand?
Love
we're gonna
that.
start that.
Your podcast with the wife?
Yeah, the couples podcast is coming.
Love
That's
that,
gonna be
man.
dropping.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we're bringing that
Alright,
because
cool.
we started a channel in it, but we haven't put nothing on it. But now we got the studio. We're gonna start doing that as well, blood. You get me? But when I put out the little repost that Sophie put out, like saying that we're gonna start doing a weekly show, my mum was the first reply to the flipping.
I love that, man.
She sending me the claps, and then I just said like, "Thanks, mum," and then she was like, "You never lost it. Just keep the belief." Kind of like, I never lost.
You know
it.
what- you know what it is?
Your mum just says that to you, like,
You know what it is? It's because like you've moved on from the barstool
Yeah.
stuff and everything, and now you're building and you got the whole podcast studio sorted out. You're building out a bunch of different shows. Just seeing you level up.
Yeah.
It's probably just proud of that.
Yeah. It's like, you understand? It's time to branch out on my own. You get me? Like, and I'm trying to do that, blood. But you get me? I totally get like a mother's pain.
Yeah.
You understand? It's more than a father's pain. You get me? I'll be real, blood. Like, obviously my pain I'd feel for my child is, but you know that mother and child bond, because she holds the child for 9 months. They have that.
Yeah, there's nothing
you
like
understand?
it. There's
Yeah,
nothing
the
like it.
umbilical
I
cord,
get what
all of
you're
that,
saying.
blood. There's nothing like it. A mother's love. There's nothing like a mother's love, blood. You understand? Like, and I understand that.
Been
being-
connected since minus day one.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
she's the
Minus
one. Like,
9 months.
You understand? The amount of things she puts her life on the line to give you life. You understand? Childbirth is one of the most dangerous things in the world, bro. You understand? Like, you could lose your life to give life. You get me? So I totally get where she's coming from. But for what she said over nothing, brother, this guy's been one of the worst defenders in the last 4 years, blood. And he still plays a part in the England team. England are 2-0 up, cruising, absolutely cruising. Yeah, you could have brought on Colwell. You could have brought on who else was on the bench, blood? Who else was on the bench? Flawless, blood.
Would Dunk have been there?
Nah,
Would
Dunk
Webster?
started.
Dunk
He
started,
took off
yeah.
Gay. He took off Gay, and then puts on Maguire.
Let me get the England squad.
Get the England
yeah,
squad
yeah.
because
Pull
there's
the squad up.
there's
Yeah,
other
pull the
players he
squad
could
up.
have brought on instead of
Yeah.
Maguire, blood. He's trying to shoehorn him into the team.
The bigger question is, why was he even in the squad? Man's not
Because
been
it's
playing.
Gareth,
That's
because
the
it's
bigger
Gareth,
question.
because it's Gareth Southgate. In regards to Maguire's mum's statement, I'm not gonna criticize her for that because, like you man just stated, that's his mum, so she's gonna defend him regardless. If that was
So
anybody
Colwell-
else, then I would have
Colwell
like
and
been
Tomori.
critical of her.
Colwell,
Colwell
Tamori,
and Tamori.
and then
Yeah,
you bring on
could've-
fucking Maguire, blood.
Yeah, man. That's just Southgate for you, though, man. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's Ollie in a waistcoat, man. He's just not a very good manager, so he's going to make bad decisions.
But then that's where I'm looking at this, and I'm with you. I get the mother's perspective. I get the bias behind it as well. That's why, like, as much as I get why she's saying it, there's holes in it too. But the bigger element is Southgate's hung him out to dry by even bringing him into the squad, because as much as like I didn't get it when he was starting week in and week out for United, that's a case of preference. Maguire had good games for England in spite of that, so you could understand it a little bit. Now he's not starting.
He's been
now
stripped of the captaincy.
No captaincy. He's got no match sharpness. How are you still
You saw the
selecting
performance
him?
against Arsenal when he came
Yeah.
on flawless.
Yeah, yeah, bear
When we
in
saw
mind,
him, bro, I was
he
at the
got-
stadium when he came on, blood. We were cheering like he was an
Yeah, of
Arsenal
course.
player being
Confidence
substituted.
is at rock
Like,
bottom,
bro. Yeah.
bro.
It's rock bottom, blood.
And
There's
yet
a
you
reason he
still
don't play
bring
for
him on
us.
over Colwell, who started every game, Tamori, who I'd assume has started every game for AC Milan, and he's not looked good enough. That, to be fair, like Maguire's Maguire, innit? I'm looking at Southgate more for that. How was that the right decision for you 2-0 up against Scotland?
It's not
Why
the
is
right
but
decision.
this is what
That's
I
typical
say, yeah.
Southgate for you, man. That's what he does. That's like he makes poor decisions. He makes bad decisions. Maguire don't play for us. He's fifth choice
And
for us.
Southgate's got
It
the
takes
nerve to say all
it.
the abuse and stuff has been poor, and it makes him livid. Why are you
Yeah.
selecting him then?
That's crazy. Like I said, look how many injuries it took for him to get on against Arsenal. Martinez was injured. Martinez got injured. Varane wasn't there. Shaw wasn't there. Lindelof wasn't there. It took 4 players to be unavailable for Maguire to get on the pitch, and that's what it's like for us. He don't play. He's fifth choice, arguably sixth choice, stripped of the captaincy as well. He's more England FC than he is Manchester United FC. He plays for them
Facts.
more.
Facts. And that's why, like, I get the
Why is
mum's
everyone
perspective.
defending him though? Everyone's defending him. Everybody and their mother I defend this shoe. Carragher come out, yeah? I've got Carragher quotes, blood, yeah? Carragher come out and said, one of the most distasteful incidents of all occurred during the friendly with Borussia Dortmund in July when new signing Andre Onana started yelling at Maguire, in my view, disgracefully playing to the gallery to endear himself to United fans.
No,
So
it
because
wasn't.
United fans are on his clout, he's trying to push now, take heat off Maguire and push heat on Onana.
Yeah, and that's nonsense. Maguire made a mistake, and Onana shouted at him. That happens in every single game across all levels, whether it's Premier
Jamie
League,
Carragher should
whether it's
know
wherever
that as
else.
well, being
Yeah,
Liverpool vice captain.
he made a mistake. Go back and watch the footage. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Maguire made a mistake. Onana shouted at him. Same way if that was Varane or Martinez, Onana would have shouted at him. Onana's not, Maguire's not going to be the last defender Onana shouts at because of a mistake. Players make mistakes all the time.
Shouldn't
and players
be
shout
either.
at him. Yeah, like that's what it was like. That's just Carragher doing too much.
Do you know how many times I've seen and heard of arguments with Chelsea players, especially when we had the old guard, the likes of Terry, Lampard, Ballack. I remember, I think it was John Obi Mikel said in a press conference once that these men would nearly be fighting with each other in the dressing room at halftime over mistakes and individual errors. They'd be ripping into each other because that's what you need at the top level if you want to succeed. You need to be able to take criticism. You need to be able to take other players shouting at you. Over a preseason friendly, Onana's shouting at Maguire and Onana's meant to be getting blamed?
Yes.
No, like that's leadership right there. That's accountability right there. And if you're saying he shouldn't be taking that, that's a lack of accountability. And that says more about Maguire than anybody else.
Why can you cuss certain players, but you can't cuss some players? Like, for example, the thing that Sancho's going through flawless.
Yep.
I don't see no one coming out and really defending him
Facts.
apart from Ian Wright. You understand?
Yep.
Wright, he come out and defended it because Wright, he's seeing it as, yo, that's my little nephew. You get me? I'm gonna defend it. You understand? I don't see no one else defending it. I don't see Carragher making these comments about Sancho. I see them supporting Ten Hag's decision of the treatment of Sancho. You get me? Obviously, yesterday it came out that apparently it's last season they set Sancho a training plan. Basically, he's a late man. Yeah, he's another Aubameyang. Apparently, turns up late. Same thing Arteta did with fucking Abba and said Abba's always late. So they set Sancho this thing where they'd give him a time an hour before the meet. And then apparently it started well, and then he went back to his old self, apparently. Do you understand?
Because he clocked he was turning up and no one was there.
You get me?
The reason why I have doubts about all these rumors, including the one you just mentioned, is before Ten Hag said what he said after the Arsenal game, this wasn't mentioned. Now all of a sudden, all of this stuff is coming out. I'm saying he's been at Manchester United, 2 and a bit years now, and all of a sudden, all of these issues about lateness and him being a bad trainer, I think it's a lot of people just making stuff up.
Yeah, I see Jude Bellingham come out and say that when he moved to Dortmund, Sancho was the one that helped him. He helped him look for a house. He looked after him. Like his vibe, it kind of like makes other players more comfortable. Now they're trying to say that he
was the best trainer in the squad. I just don't remember which one, but I remember hearing it.
Exactly, Lewis. This is exactly what I'm talking about in regards to it, because you have a lot of people talking about stuff they don't know. None of us watch training. None of us are in those training sessions to say he's a terrible trainer.
Apparently, he said he's the most skillful. Apparently, it was a lie that it was a so they changed the quote. Apparently, the quote was Sancho's the most skillful trainer. Him and Anthony. Apparently, I think Casemiro said it.
So I could see Sancho
So what
being
did
the most
Casemiro
skillful
say
trainer.
then? Was it hardest worker or most skillful?
Most skillful, but they've turned it into hardest worker.
Okay.
But I'm not getting on Sancho. I'm just verifying
most
that
skillful
quote.
shows some intent in training, though. It's not like
Because he's brocking a man in training, blood.
Yeah, and that's
So-
not a surprise because he's a very skillful player. And on the Carragher quotes, where was he when who was shouting when we beat Liverpool last season at Old Trafford? And Milner, I think it was Milner was shouting at Van Dijk. Was that
Oh,
unprofessional
I'll go
of Milner?
another one. Stamford Bridge, Henderson and Allison. Last couple
Yes.
minutes. I remember that one. Henderson was ripping into Allison, a guy who, by the way, is the only reason why Liverpool won with us in 12th last season.
Yeah,
and
that's
he was
facts.
still ripping
You know
into
what I'm
him.
saying? Yeah, this is what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
hear
Like,
Allison
you can't-
complaining.
It's favoritism. That's what it is. Because I
And
believe
protection, because look at Mason Mount.
Huh?
Mount, yeah, he went to United. Man had, I think it was 7 touches in one game or some stupidness, blood.
Yeah, it was
before
something
he
like
was
that.
substituted. There's
Yeah,
not
it
a
was
word,
like 19
blood.
touches.
Now he's been ghosted, left the scene, and you can't find his injury, bro. His injury is unknown.
Bro, it was the same last season with him. When it was
Protection,
Kai
but then
Havertz, when
yeah.
it's Kai Havertz, he's crap. Pulisic, Ziyech, Ober, I could name the list. When it's Mason Mount, no, his work off the ball is excellent. He covers the most distance per game. He works hard. He loves the club. It will be an embarrassment to the club if they let a player of Mason Mount's quality leave. Same crap. You know what it is? It's the country. Gotta call it what it is. I think if you're English, you get a bit more protection from the media.
Nah, but is it? You'll have to be a specific English, like, because
We know what it is.
Sancho's
Yes.
English, yeah, and he ain't getting that protection. But then you're seeing,
Oh yeah, skin tone.
do you understand? But then you're
Hear
seeing
that.
the likes of Mount getting protection. You're seeing Maguire
Yes.
now getting protection. Pogba never got protection.
Sterling.
Nope.
Sterling never got
Sterling
protection.
don't get protection.
Saka gets protection because everybody like knows he's the golden child. So whether he could be every color in the rainbow, you can't go for that kid, blood. Rashford don't
Did
get
they go
protection.
from after the Euros?
After the
I'm trying to
Euros,
remember
they
if they did.
Yeah,
after
they
the,
did.
After
Yeah.
the Euros, they did. It was him, Sancho, and Rashford because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
missed. So but then after that, the way like he came back and shut down, they don't go for him.
But what's crazy about that is those three
But it
players.
took for him to do that for them to ease up.
Those three players missed penalties and got absolutely, you get what I'm saying? Kane, no pun intended. Kane missed the penalty against France. Where was the criticism of him? It was all defend Kane when he missed that penalty. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Nothing.
Rashford received more criticism for missing the free kick. Like scoring free kicks
Yep.
is easy. Because they had a free kick right at the end of the game that he put over the bar. Yo, it's because the man like Sancho and Rashford, they don't have the complexion for the protection. We know what it is. We know what it is. Of course. Maguire was asking tone, different conversation. Different conversation. There would not be this defense of him whatsoever, and we all know it. That's why media are coming out and they play favorites, and you're seeing it. Even Roy Keane said it last season when he was on Sky Sports. Oh, we're up here trying to do PR for him.
Use after that.
No.
It's a joke thing, blood. It's true though because Kane got nothing.
The most
think
Kane
not.
gets a little you let your country down from opposition fans, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's
A
it.
little bit.
That's it.
The abuse that others receive is an absolute madness, blood.
Well, this is the thing I didn't get from what his mum was saying, because I don't think
There's nothing-
I don't think Maguire's abuse has gone
Yeah,
beyond
when
football.
she's-
It's only about
Yeah,
the football.
she said disgusting, like. The only thing is, a man will say is he's got a fridge head. He's got a big head. That's not really that abusive. That's banter, bro. That's not abusive, blood. I was at the Arsenal Man United game, and people weren't abusing him. We were laughing at him. We were like, oh, like if he passed the ball, we were like, hey, fucking hell, he actually passed the 5-yard ball, blood. Do you
Scotland fans
understand?
were doing that though. The Scotland fans were doing that in the friendly.
Scotland were 2-0 down, yeah? And
Yeah,
they're
and
trolling the
bantering
man.
him.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah,
you're 2-0 down, yeah? And you have the nerve to troll a person.
And even then, that is football.
Yeah.
Like if I can go further back, I remember Mustafi back in the day. I remember it was.
Bro, I'll
when
take
we
it
beat
further
you
back.
2-1
I
at the
remember-
Emirates. You
Go on.
brought him on.
Yeah.
The whole Chelsea away was doing the same thing.
Yep.
We started celebrating.
I'll
We
take
started
it-
celebrating every touch.
I'll take it further back. I remember when Abue got subbed on. This was maybe 2009. Somebody got injured. Abue came on to replace them. Abue had the worst performance I've
Yeah,
ever seen from an
remember that.
Arsenal player. I was at the ground. We were literally booing him. He couldn't even make a 2-yard pass, bro. It was like, go and Google it, people.
He got subbed back off, didn't he?
He got subbed back off. And when he got subbed back off, the cheer that went up in the Emirates, blood, the cheer was like, thank you, Wenger. Like, gee, blood, if he had kept it on, yeah, we would have lost the game, bro. We would have lost
You know
the game,
what
bro.
it is?
But that's football.
Exactly.
I tell
It's
Trey at
just
10 years old
cold-hearted
that,
like
yo,
that.
you need to have a... You need to be thick-skinned in this game, bro.
Yeah, you've got to
You
be
need to be able
very,
to take
very
criticism,
thick-skinned.
and you need to be able to be to handle the hairdryer treatment.
Facts.
You understand? So when me and him are doing our one-on-one trainings, if he makes a little error, I'm on him, bro. Yo, what are you dealing with, bro? Why are you doing that, blood? Yo, fix up your because I know that I'm preparing him for when he goes into that environment, when his coach is shouting in his face, because some coaches are like that. Not every coach will be the laid back approach. Yeah. You have a like the Graham Potter approach, laid back. Arsene Wenger, laid back. Then you've got your Peps, your Artetas, your Fergies, your Klopps that will lick off your head top, blood. And you have to be able to sit
would be
there.
like, I'm getting a new centre back to John Terry after a mistake.
And you need to be able to sit there and take that criticism and use that as fuel to come back again stronger, blood. Do you understand? Harry Maguire has not received anything of that I could think of where I could say, raw, okay, that was a bit harsh. The man went to fucking Greece, did absolute madness, and nothing happened, bro.
Didn't he blame on the Albanians?
Yeah, blood. Like, come on, bro.
Like, let's call it what it is.
Come on, blood.
Football is just cold-hearted like
can
that.
You imagine,
if
yeah?
you're not good
if Pogba
enough,
did that, look at Pogba now, yeah?
Oh, if Pogba would have done that, it would have been
in his situation, like what he's got caught in the testosterone thing.
Yeah.
You get me? Like we're still waiting on the B sample, but like what he's got caught in. Look how people are ready to like add fuel to the fire. If the B sample's wrong, this could be one of those cases where what could have been. But then with Maguire now, people are leaving the fact out that this guy was the most expensive defender in the world. I'm sure he's still the most expensive defender in the world.
Yeah, it is. No,
I'm sure no centre back has gone for more than
I think Vardio might be now. I'm not sure, but I get the point you're making. But people are leaving that out because it don't fit their narrative. Again, all of the criticism he is receiving is because he's performing poorly on the pitch. His mum, I won't criticize for saying that. She's gonna say it's disgusting because it's her baby. So and
we got no problem with her saying that.
No problem. That's why I won't critique.
But when every Tom, Dick, and Harry's coming out defending it, blood.
Bro,
yeah.
The fact is,
Carragher's making big statements. Like he's affiliated to Man United, bro. What the Ross you deal with?
The fact is, simple as football is just a cold-hearted sport like that. And when you're consistently not good enough, you build up a character that you're a clown. So people are going to take the piss and they're going to keep doing it until you prove yourself. Fact is, Maguire could have left.
Blood,
he could have gone to West Ham and shown himself.
Was there, but because you don't want to take a little pay cut, that's why the move broke down, blood. You are not levels, bro. You are one of the most lucky footballers in the game.
He wouldn't have fans clowning him like the Scotland fans or the Arsenal fans clowning his every touch if he was at West Ham. It's because he's at a big rival. He's
all
got
eyes
a lot of money
on
and
you. 2-pack settings, bro. All eyes on you, blood. You ain't at fucking Leicester no more, rude boy. Where you can get away with your iffy performances. You have to perform at the highest level. And when you're getting picked over people in the England team, man are gonna be on you when you make your mistake. There's no excuses about he hasn't played. It's why he's making a mistake, brother. When he plays, he still does this thing.
Yeah,
so
and it's his fault. It's his fault. He's not playing now because you're deemed not good enough. It's your fault. It's your fault. Facts. You're not good enough. You are fifth. You are arguably sixth choice for Manchester United. You could have made your move to West Ham. Took your pay cut and then been at West Ham and been calm there in the low block under Moyes, and you would have been fine. And you wouldn't be getting this criticism. This is on you. All the criticism comes from your poor performances. Guess what? If Maguire turns it around and starts playing well for Manchester United and starts playing well for England, he'll get praised. That's how this game works. Like Lewis said, it's a cold sport. Like, you ain't the first player to be criticized, and you won't be the last either. But this is
look at Granit Xhaka.
Perform better.
Look at Granit Xhaka. He was ridiculed for 3/4 of his Arsenal career. And then that last quarter, when we found out he might be leaving last year, people were like, yo, are we really going to get rid of Xhaka? Because he turned it around. Do you understand? Whereas Maguire, bro, you're getting worse. There's no turnaround. You understand? Like, you see, like, from flipping Bruce to Caitlin, big turnaround, blood. Do you understand? Biggest turnaround you see in your life, cuz. You understand? Man was spinning around more than Kylie Minogue, blood. You understand? Nearly spun off the fucking planet, blood. You get me? Real talk, blood. You understand? Atlas settings, bro. Remember the globe? You'd spin the globe as a youth, man.
Yeah.
The thing is just spinning, blood. You understand? Saturn settings, bro. You get me? There's no turnaround for Maguire, blood.
Nah.
There's no turnaround, bro.
Yeah, there's no, because you're not going to get game time. You're not getting game time.
That's the thing. You had the opportunity to get game time and you said, I'm going to fight for my place. Ten Hag blatantly told you, brother, You are 5th, if not 6th choice. There's no fighting for your place,
But
blood.
that's the only thing where I will kind of get him for the Scotland game, because to me the bigger problem was Southgate. Yeah, like,
So let's talk
you've
about
been subjected
Southgate.
to that, but you should not have even been in the England squad.
Are you Southgate out, Lewis? I'm
The only,
Southgate
the
out. Let
only
me get
reason
that
why I
in.
don't really shout is because I just don't really follow international football like that. But if I did, I would be Southgate out. This is an England team that's young and has a lot of potential if you build it up in the right way. And to be honest, the last 2 tournaments have been crap.
Flawless. Do you think
Yeah,
this England
I'd say
squad is the best you've seen? In quality and in depth?
Definitely, arguably, yes. In terms of offensive depth, yeah. Because when I was watching the Scotland game, in particular the first half, England were putting together certain moves, and I was like, that's a good move, like one-touch passing, breaking through Scotland's defense. And then I looked at the players on the pitch, and I was like, right, England actually have quality going forward, because Kane was on the pitch, Foden was on there, Bellingham was on there, Rashford was on there. And then I thought about the players that was missing. Saka, obviously, he's on the bench. You've got Maddison as well. You've got Grealish, he's another one. And I'm like, England actually have quality going
Sterling's
forward.
not in the squad.
And Sterling's not in the squad. See, that's me forgetting names. Trent didn't play, for example. And you have Reece James is injured. And you give all of this quality to Gareth Southgate. I'm like, why England? I've already said this.
Look at the names he's just reeled off, blood. Is that not like some of the best of the best
It's a
for
team that
future
can
years?
compete. Like, I'm not going to
Yes.
say that they're going to boss and win the tournament or anything, but there's a team that can compete
Would
for
you
every
say
single
England are
tournament.
favourites to win the Euros if we never had Southgate?
Not
No, because I
Do
favourites,
you
don't-
not think England
No,
have
but
the
I
best
think-
squad in Europe?
but they're up there.
Where's
They're
England's
up
squad?
there.
Where would you rank England's squad in
France has to be top.
I think France
France
is
gotta be
better.
top.
I think France is
France's
better.
front
but-
line's not all that though, apart from Mbappe. Griezmann's kind of falling off. Thuram's not there yet. Who else they got?
I'm not so
Hey,
sure
but
about falling off.
midfield
Thuram,
profile.
Kolo Muani, they're young, they got potential as well.
But they're not like there yet. With England, you've
They're
got
not-
Saka, who's like basically.
No.
You get me? You got Kane, who's there. Rashford's.
yeah.
Get me?
I'd argue though that we still
No.
have a young squad as well,
No,
and like
but
they're
here-
gonna grow in the next few years too.
But
So
here's
that's
the
why I
thing
think
is,
they're
look-
up there. But like France, maybe Germany, flawless.
Nah, not Germany. France. No. I was just gonna
Nah,
say
France, that's-
where France have it better is I don't think they're better offensively, but midfield. You know what I'm saying? In terms of your 6s and 8s, you've got Chouameni,
Portugal
you've
as well, to be fair.
you got Camavinga, and defensively as well. You got Saliba, you got Kanate, you got Hernandez who plays fullback as well. In regards to that, so
I think
that's where
I
they
think
trump 'em.
centre-back is
defensively
where-
and midfield. Yeah, that's where France trump him. And with
But then
Mbappe,
even like
you
Rice,
got the best player.
if he was to play Rice, Bellingham, and Foden, is that not
That's
arguably
not
one of the
better
best
than-
midfields?
It's one of, I agree, but do I believe it's
You don't think it's better than
Francis? No.
what? Because what? It's Chouameni and
I'm a big-
Camavinga and who?
I'm a big
Too
fan
many
of Chouameni.
Camavinga, Griezmann, I think. Would it be
Nah, there's
Griezmann
another
in the
midfielder
middle?
we're forgetting. There's someone else we're forgetting still.
They play Rabiot.
I'm just. Did he play Rabiot? I'm just sold
I
on
saw Rabiot
Chouameni.
play against Germany.
I'm sold on Chouameni and Cap. Like
Rabiot
those
and
two in the pivot
Guendouzi
is
come to mind, but I'm
ridiculous.
not thinking them as stars.
Chouameni's a bad
Oh yeah,
boy.
because Pogba
Yeah.
don't play. Yeah,
But
Chouameni.
I more
I'm
rate
sold on.
Camavinga. I can't lie.
Both of them, but I'm a bigger fan of
Yeah.
Chouameni. But the point that I'm making is if Chouameni and Camavinga are English, they start for England. They're English, they start. They go into that first 11. That's what it is.
I don't-
And then you got Mbappe in the
Over
mix as
who?
well.
Over who?
Over Rice. Who else plays in there? Who does he play in? And Calvin Phillips, yes. Oh, they're better than Rice and
Bellingham.
Calvin Phillips. No, you play him with Bellingham.
Bellingham would go
That's
further
the thing you're
forward,
playing
though, I
at.
think.
Yeah, it'll be in the
Yeah, you
eight.
play all three of them. That's the point I'm making. In England, play Rice and Calvin Phillips. They're the two.
But if England were to play Rice, Bellingham, Foden,
Now we talking. That's a different conversation.
do you understand?
But then the balance.
Why?
innit?
What is it
That's
going to
when
take
is.
for Southgate to play Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Kane, Rashford?
A
to
new
get
manager.
sacked and be play, and put it
That's
on
what you're
FIFA?
gonna
Yeah,
need.
exactly. New
Yeah, you need
manager.
a new manager.
This is the thing now, yeah. We know he's. This is the
All
thing
career
now.
mode, I'm with you.
This is the thing now. We know he's not going to get sacked, yeah? We know he's going to stay until the Euros at least. What do we... Can we affect... Because you remember back in the day, yeah? You could affect the England team as the media could affect it, the fans could affect it. Is it down to us fans to affect Southgate's mind?
I was going to say, don't get
And-
the media because I have Mount and Maguire in
Yeah.
the team.
Is it up to the fans? Because I know the fans, like even Bellingham, after in his post-match interview, Bellingham said that this is the best midfield he played with. It's got fluidity. It's what he would want. Like you know, this is who he wants to play with in midfield. Rice and Foden. That's what he wants because it's got everything he needs. You understand?
But It's one of them. It's the problem that not a problem that Southgate has, but it's a good problem to have, should I say, is because there is so much attacking talent. It's finding the balance. This is the new age version.
Did that
of having
midfield? You saw the first half, yeah.
Lampard.
Lewis didn't really.
Yeah.
Lewis didn't really see the first half, yeah, or really saw the game. He saw the highlights, yeah. Me and you saw the game flawless, yeah. Do you not think that there was everything in that first half performance, especially going forward and in like, from midfield up? Obviously, Ramsdale didn't have to do a thing because so take the defense out, and it wasn't our best defense, but that was our best midfield. Do you not think that it had everything? It wasn't like when you just touched on it. Gerrard, Lampard.
But
Beckham,
that's the conundrum.
Trying to shoehorn in names. Actually, the Dons actually work together, blood.
Yeah. But that's the conundrum and the problem he has. That's why I said it's the new age Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes.
But is it because this has fluidity? That one never really worked. This one actually looks like
didn't work.
It could be the base for years.
But look at the names that are missing out, because we've mentioned, who is it? We've mentioned Rice. Who is it? Foden.
Rice, Bellingham, Foden.
And Bellingham. So what about a Maddison who's in good form? What about, and then who's the front? You've got Sterling, you've got Rashford, you've got Grealish.
You have to go.
You've got Saka.
For me,
you've got Kane. You've got Ivan Toney when he comes back. Like, what are you playing? It's about a balance. And that midfield, as good as it is going forward, when you come up against balanced midfields, defensively, and we've already spoke about the issues England have from centre backs and your full backs, but more so centre back. Actually, left back's a problem as well. That can get got at. Rice by himself as a lone. I don't believe Rice as a lone six is good enough. That's the biggest.
He said that he prefers. He said that obviously when coming to Arsenal, he said that he thought he would be playing as an 8, but obviously he's been playing as a 6 because of Thomas Partey's injury, and he said he's actually enjoyed it and he's taken to the role because obviously he started as a centre back, so he's got that defensive side of his game. He said that he's enjoying playing in the 6 and he actually prefers playing in the 6 right now than the 8. So
did he say as a, but the thing is with that, he can enjoy and prefer playing as a lone 6. But one thing, as good as Foden and Bellingham will use those two, because
remember at Arsenal he ain't got Partey, he's got fucking Odegaard and Havertz. So it's obviously it's not as good as Bellingham and Foden, but it's still as attacking as that.
It's also different to West Ham though, because you'll be on the front foot more.
But so would England.
England will be on the front foot. They will be on the front
opposition.
foot first. But on the opposition, the point that I'm making is, as good as Foden and Bellingham are going forward, they are giving you nothing defensively. You are in there by yourself. And England, can they beat most teams with that? Yes, this is why we've seen them get to semi-finals and get to finals. But eventually, when you come up against well-balanced and well-oiled machines in a France who they've lost to, in a Croatia with a Modric, and I think Rakitic and Brozovic was in there as well, that midfield can be got at. That's the issue that he has. As good as it is going forward, Rice is a lone 6. You're not getting too much defensively with a Foden, a Bellingham, whether Maddison.
I'm tired of this defensive.
Maybe.
I'm tired of this defensive shit though with Southgate. I need to see fluidity. I need to see attacking style. Look how much attacking players we have on show, blood, and we're just literally playing like on a dog lead.
You
literally got the players on a lead, blood. They try run and you're like, yo, you're pulling man back. You're on some Scorpion vibe. Man try go, get over here. You're pulling him back, blood. You understand, man? Sub-Zero, freeze. You understand? You can't do nothing, dog. You get me, blood. He needs to free up, blood.
Troops. He should go. The thing is, if I'm Southgate, I say, all right, we better going forward than we are defensively. Just go for it. I would play Rice as the lone 6 and just play the attacking players and just go for it. And if we go out and lose 4-3 or lose 5-4, so be it. I would try and outscore teams. All this attacking talent I have, I'm trying to, but that's not Southgate's.
Because even the firepower on the bench, bro, you could bring on a Maddison, you could bring on a Grealish, you can bring on all of these players that can make an impact, bro.
Yeah. Facts, but he's not going to.
Hey, Southgate out, bro. The thing is this though, you get him out. Who do you get? For me, it's Wenger. I think Wenger would do madness with this team. I've been saying Wenger should be England manager for years. Huh?
Are you saying Wenger? Yeah, that's interesting.
One last dance.
One last dance, bro. Go win England a trophy. He could do it, blood. Because imagine, look, Wenger is one of the most attacking managers like we've seen. Yeah, can you imagine him with Bellingham, Rice, and Foden as a midfield, and then he's got Saka, like his own little child just there.
That'd
You're
be
my
some
son.
liquid
He's got
football,
Rice
man.
there. His Rice is his adopted son. Saka's his son. You understand? Bring back Ben White. You get me? Because there's another thing. Look, it isn't about Southgate, this wallad, yeah? He's quick to defend this pussy-hole, yeah? This pussy-hole Maguire, but then the way he treats Ben White, he just outcast him. Get me? Pulled him out of the World Cup squad. Imagine Ben White wasn't mentally strong and got dropped like that at the World Cup, blood. You're at the World Cup, you've been picked, you're training well.
What was the reasoning behind that?
Him and Steve Holland had a falling out or something. There was a disagreement. I don't know what. Coming on and get suing them thing there. But yeah, there was a disagreement, blood. You get me? But for me, like, Southgate is just a fraud. He's a liar. He's useless. You get me? He's the reason why we lost Euro 96. You get me? He got Middlesbrough relegated. Like, I don't understand how this man is England
Also very
manager,
questionable
blood.
in the last Euros final.
You feel me? Like,
he
it
should
was
have
like-
won. England should have won that Euros. I will stand on that.
Yep.
They should have reached the World Cup final. They should have beat Croatia because they had the better team. And you can't be at home, go 1-0 up against not a very good Italy side and lose that game and make the subs you make. And that's on Southgate. Do the players take blame?
Henderson
of course,
on
but
and
Southgate's
Henderson
not
off
good.
in like 20 minutes.
Bro, it's
Henderson should not be
ridiculous.
in the team, but he should just go for it. With all that attacking talent, you just got to be like Brazil. You know what I'm saying? And just go for it. 100%. Play all them attacking players, and if you lose, you lose. Rather than be
To be honest,
pragmatic and
even
play
if you
Calvin
do
Phillips
lose in
next
that
to Rice.
situation and you're playing that brand of football, it looks better on you anyway.
Yeah. Go out, be
You
brave.
went down swinging, you went down playing good football. You're not going to get a lot of Chris. To be honest, if you get
brave.
knocked out in that manner, people would be more inclined to ask you to stay.
Yeah, that's facts because they're like, right, you went out actually trying to win the game rather than be pragmatic and be defensive. But that's Southgate for you because I don't even care for England like that. I'm
Same.
not really too fussed in regards to whether they win or whether they lose. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm interested in certain players,
I'm too
watching certain
invested in
players
Chelsea
in
for
the team.
that personally. I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm the international football. It's like, I'm not really. But Southgate, with all that attacking talent, should be doing much better. But we know he's not a good manager. We've watched him 2 tournaments in a row, and he'll get praised for beating Panama.
Well, here's the
You know
thing:
what
if he
I'm saying?
underachieves
And-
in another tournament and they keep him on, then it becomes a deeper issue than Southgate. It becomes a problem with the FA. Because why are they still
Facts, all
keeping
this,
him on
yeah.
the job if that's the
Facts.
case?
And you have all this attacking talent, and you relying on set pieces. But then don't have James Ward-Prowse in the squad. Make that make sense. You rely on set pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part
Prowse,
of your
no
attack.
Trent.
And then you don't put Ward. I'm not even saying he should start. I'm saying put him in the squad and have him there as an option off the bench. Same with Trent. Like how you have Trent.
Even
and
then,
don't
like,
use
I don't even
Trent.
know if he'd use him. I remember we got knocked out against France, and the last 2-3 minutes of the game, there was a set piece in a dangerous position.
Yeah, it was Rashford.
We didn't even bring Trent on. I think we let someone like I think it was Mount or someone take the free kick.
I think Rashford. Took it.
Yeah, and then I think I don't remember if Ward-Prowse was on there or not, but I remember Trent was on the bench. I think there's 2
Ward-Prowse
minutes.
went in the squad.
Dash him on.
Yes. But again, that's the manager just being incompetent because it comes back to what I said. He's not good enough. And I think he will, when England get knocked out of the Euros next year, he'll be sacked.
I know. I thought that would have been the case after the World Cup, and he still stayed on.
Nah, it's because they made the semi-final, so that was a success. Did they not name a tube station after him or some nonsense?
No, the last one, the quarterfinals. And to be honest,
it's
I
the
thought they'd just
quarterfinals,
make
yeah.
it there and get knocked out anyway.
Yeah, they put Gareth Southgate at Southgate.
Yeah.
At Southgate Station.
Well, because the
That's Southgate
semis.
Station.
Yeah.
For reaching the
Fucking
semi.
We didn't
Wow,
even
that's
make a final. Wow.
Oh, wow, that's
Reaching
blood.
the semi-final.
But
We didn't even get 3rd place.
nope.
Lost to Belgium.
Bum, fam. You understand? Absolute bum. But yeah, for everyone over here, Southgate out, Maguire out, blood. You get me? You know the vibe.
Facts.
We're not over here doing no stupidness, blood. Premier League, man, them. The Premier League is back again.
Yay.
Who actually plays first, blood? Yeah, you're pissed, blood. Look, he's just stressed, blood. You get me? The only thing this brother wins is the transfer window, blood. You get me? There's
man.
no
It was back
W's
in
in your
January,
life, blood.
man.
14
You
days
understand?
and I still ain't heard a here we go.
Let's
I
look
miss
at-
Fabrizio, man.
Let's start with Lewis, blood. You get me? Because we spoke on Flawless's club a bit, blood. You get me? We're gonna leave the best till last, blood. Red Army.
United.
You get me?
Calm.
Nah. Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, you get me? You man can go second, you understand? But Lewis Blood, you get me? You're coming back to the Premier League. Obviously, you got put in a spliff at home by Nottingham Forest. This is like a therapy session right now, Flawless. Look, Blood, like I need a notepad, Blood.
you know,
I
you
need a notepad, Blood. Yeah, look, lie down, Blood. Look, yeah, lie down, Blood. Yeah, lie down, Blood. Go on, Blood, lie down, Blood. Yeah, look, stretch out, Blood. Yeah, man.
Get the mic.
Yeah, get the mic in, Blood. You get me, Blood. Get that, Blood. Yeah, look. I need a notepad, Blood.
Notepad, yes, thank you.
All right, here we go. Right. Anyone got a pen? Here we go.
I'll bring that down.
Pen, Blood. Yo, Dr. Troops, Blood. Yeah? Dr. Phil, Dr. Troops, Blood. So, Lewis, you're coming back off a 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. The first time they've beaten you since in the 90s. Stan Collymore got the winner. I can't remember the actual date. But you travel to Bournemouth this weekend. You've actually said that you're not going to Bournemouth. You'll be doing a watch along.
Yeah, I can't be bothered for that.
So how are Chelsea making you feel at this moment in time? I mean, Pochettino came in. You was loving life. You was loving life in the transfer window. You were trolling me. You were trolling Flawless. You were trolling all of us, Blood. But now you are the one in therapy, Blood.
That was good times, man. That was good times.
So how has it been under Pochettino for you?
So far, it's been a sick joke. It's been a very unfunny joke with all the same problems from last season rearing their head. Because we got a manager who had the philosophy that worked, a manager who showed versatility at Tottenham, and has just come to Chelsea and just done the same thing on repeat and expected different results. What's the definition of insanity, if you wouldn't mind?
A person that keeps doing the same thing over and over again
and expecting different results. Yep. What is Poch doing right now?
He's playing Chilwell as a left wing back.
Yep.
No, as a left winger.
And we are
left winger.
And he's going to keep doing it, by the way,
winger.
just off the press conferences. And we are the most predictable team in the league right now as a result. All you have to do is spam out the right-hand side because we're going to play all of our football there. Leave the left because Chilwell will make his own mistakes. Sit back because we don't know what to do against a low block, and Poch has never known what to do with a low block. And then just try and hit us on transition because we'll make a mistake. We'll make one mistake in defense, capitalize. It'll be 1-0, and we won't come back. Same story as last season, except it's different personnel, which is why I'm not really blaming the personnel as much because I'm seeing the likes of Enzo Fernandez balling out at international duty. I'm seeing the likes of Caicedo balling out on international duty. They're going to come to Chelsea and they're going to be stifled because of the way that we play. And we're going to do the same thing again on Sunday. And it's probably going to be a very similar result, or we're going to just judge some 1-0 win out of nowhere. I'm good. I'm going to stay at home. I'm going to stay at home.
That's
and
positive, though. You know what I'm saying? Man said we can judge a 1-0 win, so you have some form of belief, man, in Mr. E's magic. You know. Love that, Lewis, man.
He's tragic. He ain't magic right now. you got to earn that faith. You got to earn that prop, man. Like, I didn't spend all of last season talking about standards to make excuses for Pochettino after 4 games. This is the winnable run of matches. It still is.
Yeah. Let me look at your run of games right now.
Look at the run of games right now.
Okay.
And then look after the Arsenal game.
Oh my God. Hey, Flawless. They got a nice run of games, you know. So they've got Bournemouth away on Sunday. Then the Sunday after that, they've got Villa at home. That might be a bit tricky, but Villa away have been a bit shocking. They got Everton in the Carabao Cup at home. Brighton. Sorry. What am I saying? Everton. They got Brighton, sorry. Then they got, this could be a tricky one, Fulham away, West London derby. Fulham have looked.
We got to win that one.
And then this could be a tricky one because of the way you're playing, Blood, and what Forest did to you. Burnley away. But if you look at them run of games, Bournemouth,
winnable.
Villa, Brighton, Brighton, Fulham, and Burnley, they're all winnable.
They better win because if I don't see 7 points out of 9 as a minimum, I'm not going Burnley. Same with that one. Think I'm traveling 6 hours to be one of fucking 10 black people in a 50-mile radius just to watch us lose 2-0 at Burnley. I'm good. Travel 6 hours back.
What day you playing
Abuse
Burnley?
From the home fans, abuse from the away fans.
Oh my days!
I'm good.
His head's gone.
I did all my suffering last season.
Is it Saturday or Sunday you playing Burnley?
If I see dead football, you will not see me at the game.
Oh,
Simple as that.
Is it Saturday or Sunday
Simple
you playing
as that.
Burnley? Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah,
No,
2
it's a
o'clock.
Saturday.
Nah, Saturday.
Is it
3
Saturday?
3
No,
o'clock kickoff.
So
Go
I'd have to
Burnley.
No, it's
travel.
Sunday. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
2 o'clock. Sunday, 2 o'clock.
Burnley's a
Oh, is it
Sunday.
Oh, Burnley. Nah, Burnley's
Burnley.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, Burnley. Yeah, so I'd have to wake up at what, 7, 8 a.m. to travel for
Yeah,
that?
'cause it's like a
Good.
4 hour.
Good.
I was
Nah,
gonna
it's
say,
like
Lewis,
6.
yo, you should.
Oh, what, you get a train?
Train, yeah, ain't it 6 by car?
Nah, it's about 4.5 by car.
Ah, that's still long.
Where you
That's still long.
but you say you're going from west there, innit?
Yeah,
Whereas
so it
I'm
might
going
be a
from
little bit
northwest, so
longer.
I go straight onto the M1. So it's probably shorter for me still than you, because you have to
regardless,
come
if-
across and then come to me.
If
Pause.
it ain't 7 points from 9, I am not going Burnley. I'm good.
Hey, Lewis, man, you
I'm
should
not
just roll
doing that to
Burnley and
myself.
then we'll go out in Manchester afterwards. You get what
And
I'm
then
saying?
look at the
There we
results.
go.
Look at the fixtures after the
All
international
Burnley got is a
break.
drive-through fish and chip shop.
Look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
that's what I said.
That's all they
Manchester.
got, blood.
You know what I'm saying.
Look at the fixtures after the international break when we play.
What,
you.
after us?
Yeah, after you, because
So
that's
when they-
my cut-off point.
Yeah,
that's
so
my cut-off point.
So after Burnley, it's another international break. Then they're oh my they're finished. Flawless.
Let's go.
They're blood. This might be race for 40-point season again. This might actually be race for blood. Big man thing. Look who they got, yeah? So after international break, yeah, they got us, they got Brentford, they got Tottenham, they got City, they got Newcastle, they got Brighton, and then they got United.
Ooh, hey, Chelsea fan TV.
and you
chill,
think
man.
I'm
You know what
sitting
saying?
here if they can't even pattern this run?
Hey,
I'm
Lewis,
not
man.
here for it, man.
Hey, Lewis.
Was
my thoughts
Pochettino
are-
the right man to
thoughts-
get? Pause.
Was what?
Was Pochettino the right man to get?
Well, it seemed like it at the time because he was versatile. He was good with player development. And I thought we'd at least have a cohesive style of play. As of right now, we're just a team that plays all of our football on the right. We don't know how to break down a low block to save our lives, which was the one thing I heard about Poch before he joined. That was a bit of a problem. I've seen that already in 4 games. If you sit back against us, we are lost. Like, I've seen these stats come out that Chelsea are top for possession in the league. They're top for shots. They're top for chances created. There's a reason why stats are only 50% of the game, because they can be used to suit whatever narrative you want. All the possession in the world is great if you don't know what to do with it. The opposition will let you have the ball all you want. Shots, that's great, but when most of them are blocked and most of them are half chances, they're not anything that deep. Chances created, like I said, if you're taking a shot, then that's a chance. Someone would have had to create that chance. That don't mean it was a good chance. That don't mean it was a good shot. So I see a lot of people bring up these arguments, say, no, you need to go at the players as well. They've made chances. They've had shots. The way we play is a bag of crap. Simple as that. We played with 2 forwards at home against Nottingham Forest. Like we're a relegation team. Like we're fighting to stay in the Premier League. 2 forwards at home against Nottingham Forest.
He's breaking down for us.
That is
Yeah,
sinful.
this is good, man. This is a breakthrough, man. This is good.
And he's going to do it again.
I think we're making a breakthrough. Pause.
He's going to do it again. And like I've said, the fan base has really tried to be patient with managers over the last few years.
How long do you give him? Because the way it's going, boy.
I gave Graham Potter like about a 1 window and a month after that to pattern up. And our performances went down the window. Poch has had a window already. There's 4 games that's gone by. It's been a bag of crap, but I'm not going to turn on him after 4. But honestly, if we get to that Arsenal game and we're doing the same crap, when the results and the performances aren't improving and nothing is changing, what confidence am I meant to have in him? If you can't handle Bournemouth, Fulham, Forest, West Ham, if you can't handle Burnley away, what am I meant to think when you got Arsenal coming to the bridge? When you got 3 weeks of back-to-back fixtures, away at Tottenham, home at Man City, and away at Newcastle, Brighton,
Jesus.
Brentford, Manchester United away. We haven't won at Man United in a decade. So where is the faith and where's the confidence meant to be? I've spoke for ages about standards, and the standards have to remain the same. The manager is not performing to the standards of a Chelsea manager. The manager is moving in press conferences like Graham Potter, because he said at the start when he first joined us, I'm not here to talk about patience. I want to win now. What did he say after he lost to Nottingham Forest? We need patience.
Hey,
Figure that one out.
He's at the 4th stage of
All
the
I'm
5
seeing
stages
from
of
this
grief.
guy is
Bargaining.
red flag, red flag, red flag. I might as well be at the Emirates, the amount of red flags I'm seeing. It's ridiculous. I can't sit here and blindly judge and blindly back that and say, give Pochettino time, make it work. He's got a plan for us and all of that. I'd like to see the plan because the plan A sucks. The plan B, when we lose, when we're in a losing position, is just wait until the last 15 minutes and just throw every single attacker on. We're not developing anything on the left-hand side. I'm seeing players now start to get scapegoated because of his setup, likes of Nicholas Jackson getting ripped already, and he's looked brilliant all season. The likes of Mudryk getting ripped. He has had 7 starts in his entire Chelsea career, and the majority of his sub appearances have been in the last 10-15 minutes of a game when we're drawing or we're losing. We have given Mudryk the worst climate to succeed for any youth player, and he's going to sit there and get scapegoated as well. The only player that I understand getting constant criticism is Ben Chilwell, because Chilwell constantly starts, he constantly plays on the left, and he's constantly crap. He's a press trigger for everybody. I remember in a friendly in July when Wrexham, a League 2 side, used Ben Chilwell as the press trigger. And they were successful in using Ben Chilwell as the press trigger because he kept losing possession. And what does he do? He keeps doing it. He makes him vice captain. A man who at Leicester City was afraid to take throw-ins against the opposition.
Wait, what? What do you mean he was afraid to take throw-ins?
Yeah, Neil told me
Lewis,
about
go back to
that.
that.
Leicester against Millwall, he didn't want to take throw-ins next to the fucking Millwall fans.
Who? Chilwell.
He was the Millwall fans were abusing him.
That's our captain right now.
That is your captain.
That's our captain.
They ain't gonna do him nothing.
Yeah, no,
Bro,
they're
it's
just
a
gonna shout
throw-in.
abuse him.
It's dead, man. Like, this guy is setting us up absolutely terribly. And we got 1 game a week. This is meant to be an advantage for us. As of right now, I'm just glad we have 1 game a week so I don't have to see this crap more than once. That's it. It's up to Pochettino to build up confidence within the fan base. Like, blindly backing him is the same thing that we've mocked Arsenal fans with Arteta for years. So I'm not going to sit here and do the same thing. Poch needs to pattern up. And if you ain't got things panned up by Arsenal, dead.
Watch out.
Hey, I don't want to say the words. I don't want to be the first one to say. I've heard guys say it already, and I think it's too early for that.
That's fair.
But we can't be out of the top 4 for another season, let alone off the back of the manager's problems. We have spent $1 billion in the last year. We cannot be sitting here trying to act like anything less than top 4 is acceptable. Right now, we're not playing like a top 6 side. Competition's got a lot stronger now. There's the big 6. There's Newcastle. There's Brighton. There's Villa potentially knocking at the door.
Brentford
as well, potentially knocking at the door as well. If you have a bad season, you end up around 9th, 10th, 12th. That's where you end up.
Facts.
You don't end up 6th anymore. So these problems cannot be acceptable. You can't blindly ignore problems like this because you will slide further and further down the table. The Premier League is the most competitive league in the world for a reason. So, Poch, you have time, but you don't have a lot of it, and you're wasting a lot of time. You have to get a result at Bournemouth, and I need to see us play convincing football. Even Lampard, fucking Lampard, got a win at Bournemouth last season. And it was his only win with us.
Fucking hell.
That was his only win. Bournemouth are a team from the 2 games I saw last season. They piss away chances for fun. They will not make us suffer for missing chances. If you do not get 3 points, long evening.
Prediction?
Long evening. Right now I'm saying 1-0 penalty.
What, Chelsea?
Yeah, I don't even know who our penalty taker is right now.
Enzo? Is Enzo? It's Enzo.
Might be Enzo, might be Sterling, might be Jackson. I don't know. I don't
Might be
care.
Enzo. He
Just
missed the
win.
one at West Ham, man. It'll be Enzo. Maybe might be
Just
Chilwell.
win. I swear down.
Yeah, it might be Chilwell.
Oh, allow it. Allow it.
Flawless.
I can't be bothered for it, man.
Flawless prediction. I'm going 1-0 Bournemouth.
It's a tough. You saying 1-0, but it's a tough one because
Yeah, I think
Chelsea
Bournemouth
are not
nick it, I
great,
can't
but
lie.
Bournemouth are not
Oh
great.
crap! They played some
You know
good
what?
football in the first half under Lampard too. Crap.
I'll go 1-1. I think it'll be a draw. I think 1-1. Chelsea will take the lead and then Bournemouth will equalize.
Flawless. You entertain Brighton. Brighton have been on smoke this year. They battered Newcastle their last game 3-1.
Yeah, they
You
played
got
well
smoked
against
3-1. Yeah, you got smoked 3-1 in your last game. Shout out Declan Rice, my brother. Rice and blood clot peas in the midfield. I want to ask you about Ten Hag. Shout out Ranzaroni every time.
Shout out Rance every
he's-
single time.
He wants him out, blood. You understand? What's your thought process on what's going on at Manchester United? Because every other day it's a madness. Like, you got the Sancho drama, you got the Anthony drama, you got the Mason Mount disappearing. Now you got the Maguire thing. What is obviously Greenwood's gone to Getafe now. So there's another madness. Your ex-player Pogba's caught up in the testosterone thing. There's just so much madness around your club right now.
Drama.
I saw someone say that Ten Hag has the most difficult job in the Premier League right now. Do you agree?
Agreed in terms of the amount of off-the-field issues he has to deal with. I said it before, we're keeping up at Carrington. You know what I'm saying? We're just in season 3, episode 6 of the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're at. Keeping up.
That is brilliant.
Oh shit!
Keeping
That's
up
where
at
we're at.
The only way is Carrington.
Yeah, the only way is Carrington. man. Like,
immediately, bro.
I trademarked that.
that's it.
That might be the funniest thing you ever said, blood.
That's it. That's where we're at. The only way is Carrington. And the thing is, the Mount thing was like season 1, episode 4, and we've forgotten about that because so much has gone on, and we're now in season 3. So do I feel for Ten Hag in regards to all of the off the field issues he has to deal with? Yes, because the vast majority of it, minus the Sancho thing, is not on him. You know what I'm saying? The Greenwood situation, the Anthony situation, the Maguire situation, etc., etc. All of that's not on him. Ownership, all of that. You even mentioned Pogba. All of that type of stuff is nothing to do with him. I've not turned on the manager yet, simply because it is too early. And if we had played exceptionally well in these first 4 games and won them all, I wouldn't be sat here saying Ten Hag's the guy, we're going to win it all, build a statue of him outside the stadium. So just because it's not gone well and we haven't performed well, I'm not going to switch. And if I remember back to last season, I felt worse in particular after the first 2 games.
Yeah,
And I was
because
like,
last
what is
season you
going
lost
on
the
here?
opening game to
You lost the
Brighton. You got
opening 2.
murdered at Brentford.
Brentford, yeah, and then he managed to turn it around. We beat Liverpool, we beat Arsenal in that,
beat us.
and then we beat a couple other teams.
You
as
robbed
well.
us.
So how did we rob you? Blame the refs. How was
Martinelli
that on
goal
us?
should have stood. They've already said it. The flipping VAR
Yeah.
little.
Okay, did
I can't even
we
say what I
make
wanna
that
say.
decision, or did VAR make the decision? Why do we get the blame for VAR?
Them BMs made the
making
decision.
Like that's on them lot. But yeah, I'm not gonna turn on Ten Hag, but he does indeed need to turn it around. And what can 2 things that can be a saving grace? One, us from a defensive standpoint, being defensively resilient is what got us so many good results last season, and the home form. And so far, even though the performances haven't been up to scratch because the Wolves' performance at home wasn't good, but Forest, outside of the first 4 minutes and after we scored the 3rd goal, was very good. Home form. And that's why even going into this game against Brighton, do I think the performance will be good? No. But do I see us getting a win? Yes. Because we're good at home. For whatever reason, this team turns up at home. Away from home is where our issues lie. So with it, but yeah, he needs to pattern up. But you got Amrabat to go into the mix. You've got Højlund to go into the mix as well, who I think will improve us. So I'd be interested
Højlund's
to see
looking
how
good.
he
I
sets
can't
up.
lie.
Yeah, Højlund's. I expected Højlund with his profile and the attributes that he has. I thought, yeah, he's gonna be a success here, and he's gonna make a difference and be not only good individually, but also a good foil for the other attackers as well. And then you throw Amrabat next to a Casemiro, all of a sudden the midfield looks competent. Amrabat is more than good enough to play alongside the Casemiro, and then whoever else plays in the
Think he'll
midfield.
start
We'll
with
see.
Aren't they too similar?
Yeah. Nah, they're not too similar. I don't think they're too similar to play alongside each other because they both do great at what they like in terms of Amrabat. I can't really talk on, but Casemiro from a defensive standpoint know all about him. And then what surprised me about him most is offensively what he gives us. He's a threat, whether that's from set pieces or even open
set
play.
pieces
Like
a
I
threat.
didn't realize how good he was going forward. But obviously he's playing next to Modric and Kroos for years, who were two of the best attack-minded midfielders we've ever seen. So he didn't really need to showcase that. So yeah, with Amrabat next to it, I think they'll interchange, and I think Amrabat's competent enough next to. I see Casemiro play well next to Eriksen and Bruno, and I rate Eriksen and rate Bruno, but Amrabat will give more in terms of energy and physicality and things of that nature. So yeah, man, and add Højlund in the mix, I think we'll be all right.
For the game,
2-1 Manchester United.
I'll go 1-1, Lewis.
I'm with you as well.
1-1.
I don't think there'll be a lot of games in there. I
don't know if Ferguson's fit, 'cause I know he missed international break. I don't know if he's
I
back.
think he's injured.
I know, but
think
with
he's
the
injured.
Zerbi system and everything.
But Welbeck, blood, you get me? I think Welbeck loves scoring against you, man, you know.
Yeah,
His
shout
system-
out Wells, man. That's
System's
my
gonna
guy,
get
man.
The best out of that whole Brighton squad. That's why I can't really underestimate them with the fact that
Yeah, Kamatoma
they're
and
going
them,
to
man,
Old
they started the
Trafford and all
season
that.
well.
Yo, Wan-Bissaka
Yeah,
will lock
I
up
say
with him.
1-1.
Come.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? If West Ham
I
can
think
beat
it'll
him,
be a
we can
draw.
beat him. Let's not forget that he got battered by West Ham at home.
They
Yeah.
also batter Newcastle though. That's the thing. It
That's the
depends
thing.
what Brighton turns up, what Man United turns
Brighton,
up.
Brighton have
If
been
it
like
was-
Villa this year.
if it
They're
was at
blowing
their
hot and
place,
cold.
I'd
They're
be
either
much more
smacking
concerned.
teams. Say that again.
I said if it was at their place, I'd be much more concerned. Because it's at Old Trafford, I'm like,
But they
I
beat
didn't
you
really
last
know.
year. They had
That's
previous.
the thing though. I don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
their
that was-
overall
that was his
record's like
first
at Old
game.
Trafford and that, but they know how to win there.
But they know how. But Matoma,
Wan-Bissaka
Jimmy.
locking him up like he does every time. Matoma, I don't even think
I
Matoma
see a
even
draw
backed
in
against
this
us.
one.
I see a
If
draw.
United are on job, like I could easily see you guys get a win, but I just don't know which United will turn up. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing with you guys.
The home one in it. That's what will probably turn up. And like I said, will the performance be pretty?
Yeah, but
No,
the home
they'll
one
probably
still
dominate the
necessarily
ball.
isn't good. I use the Wolves game for example. You guys showed
It's good at
resiliency in that, but
Yeah.
wasn't a good game.
That's the point I'm making. That I think will get a result against Brighton. Will we play well? No, they'll dominate the ball. They'll probably quote unquote in people's mind deserve to win. But I think we'll do enough to actually get a result. We can do that. We're more than capable of being resilient enough and managing to get wins. We've done it at home last season, and I think we can do it again this season.
All right, that's fair enough. Because I spoke to Kaz yesterday about it. Big up Kaz. He sounded very, very confident about the game. I thought too confident.
Nah, but he's got
Yeah, Kaz is
he's
always
got that
confident.
about him. Like
He's always
got that
confident.
about. He's not like Flawless, where Flawless is more reserved. He more think before he talk. Cass is like, and then he gets caught in the mud, blood. You
yeah,
understand?
you know
Yeah,
what? Maybe
I'm
a bit
not-
smart.
Yeah. Flawless is
Yeah, I'm
more
not backing.
calculated.
Yeah, I'm not backing his team like that because I've watched us play and I go, this team is not very good. But I'm looking
and then
at
when
it
it
and going,
gets
like I
and when
said,
it
the
backfires
signings.
on his Clark, blood, he'll be the first man there, like, oh my days, blood.
Yeah, sounds like Kaz. Big up though.
Trust me, big up Castro, never a foul there, man. There, you
Kaz.
get me.
Every time.
But we saved the best till last, blood. You understand? Obviously, title chasing Arsenal because none of you lot are chasing a title. You get me? He's
had our
chasing safety, Premier League safety.
Big up Matisse, man. We're clocking out. That's
You
all.
get me?
We're clocking out. It's
And
time for Arsenal to take the load for a little bit.
And pause. And
Yeah, pause.
And Flawless is chasing Europe, blood. You understand? He's looking out for Tottenham and Newcastle and them and there. You get me?
We chasing
we are-
trophies. Forget all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's our plan.
What, the Carabao
Trophies.
Cup? All right, yeah, enjoy
FA
that
Cup
one,
and
blood.
Carabao
But-
Cup, both.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Yeah. What did you
But,
win last season? Yeah.
Yeah. What did you compete in, blood? You understand?
Competition hype. This is what we do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, blood. I'm trying to throw anything at man, blood. Pause. You understand? Like, I'm trying to make something stick, blood. Pause.
At least you got something to compete with. I'm just.
That's the thing, blood. I've got the I've got the Wii Challenge City trophy. You get me? You've got the 40-point safety one, and he's got the piss poor Carabao Cup, blood. You understand? You
Yeah,
might as well
man,
give him
that's
that
so
water
Carabao
bottle.
Cup,
Champions will take that.
I mean, you might as well take that
Carabao
water
Cup,
bottle
man.
right here, blood.
I'll take the Carabao Cup, man. Let's go, man.
You
Bring
get
that
me?
back.
I got the
Carabao
community
Cup,
shield
FA
anyway,
Cup.
blood. I've won something this year.
This is my
Whatever
manager.
you won this year, I won the community shield. Whatever you won.
Give beauty. Hey, we won the
Yeah,
Carabao
blood.
Cup this year,
Blood.
technically. The
Yeah, I'm running with that. I'm running with that now,
Pan,
blood.
you know, come on.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
running
hey.
with that now, blood. I don't give a shit.
This guy running with the plate, you know. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Yeah,
Oh
the plate,
my
blood.
God.
Yeah, that's sad. See it
The
there, blood.
plate. Yeah. There, man.
Oh yeah, UCL's back next week.
Yeah,
No,
blood.
that don't matter.
You ain't
to
in that,
us.
innit?
Yeah, that don't matter to us. I
You get
ain't in
me?
your trophy cabinet though.
All right, cool. You got me there. You got me there, blood. But we saved the best till last, blood. Arsenal travel to Everton Sunday, 4:30 kickoff, Goodison Park. Watch along settings. We're back again, blood. You get me?
Oh,
4
we will
p.m.
be
We
there.
go
Let's
live
go.
on the channel. Come on, bro. You know the vibe. I don't like Goodison Park, blood. I'm not gonna lie, blood. I'm not going to the game, obviously, watch along. But every time I've gone there, I've only won 2 games, blood, and I've seen a lot of games there, blood. I was there when the Iwobi got his first goal. We won 2-0 when Alexis jumped into the crowd and took a seat. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
15,
one.
16.
And then our last victory, we beat them 5-2. I believe it was Mesut Ozil masterclass. Now we're stuck with Kai Havertz. But
Thank you again.
yeah, you're welcome, bastards. But yeah, Havertz did actually look good during the France game. He
Got an
was
assist, didn't he?
Yeah, he was piss poor against Japan. He got the lowest rating. So in Germany, Build, I think it's called Build.
Yeah.
They give player ratings, but they do it backwards. So we do it 1 to 10. They do it 6 to 1. 1 is the lowest. No, 6
one's
is the
highest.
lowest.
Yeah.
1 is the lowest. No, 1 is the highest, 6 is the lowest. Havertz got a 6 against Japan, the 4-1 loss. I haven't checked his rating for the France game, but he got an assist for
another manager
Leroy
sacked as well?
Sané.
Came off the bench and got an assist like 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
I think he did
and
alright.
it was a great ball, bro. It was an Ozil-esque ball, weight of pass, fantastic. Cut the defense in half. Saliba, get me? People are saying Saliba left it to give him a bit of confidence. I don't give a shit, bro. It was a good ball, blood. Yeah, but then you look how Saliba tried to flip and kill him a couple minutes later, blood. You understand? But yeah, Havertz got an assist. Odegaard got an assist. Odegaard got a goal, a banger. Lovely finish, bro. One of them, kind of like the goal he got against Jula when Xhaka put it across and then he just wouldn't ran onto it and rasped it.
One at the Emirates.
Yeah. Kind of like that one, blood. That's kind of his trademark. I'm not gonna lie. Running onto it
He
from
did
the
it twice against us, I think.
That's his trademark. I'm not gonna lie. That's his trademark goal, blood. But yeah, we've looked good over international break. Saka, he got a rest against Scotland. He only played about 10 minutes. That was good to see. Obviously, Rice played both 90 minutes. That's expected, though. Ramsdale got a very good. He's better than Pickford. There's more than Pickford. And in the Scotland game, we saw
better than Pickford.
all of the above. But Gareth Southgate wants to be fucking bum chums with flipping Maguire, Pickford, and all these dickhead man. So yeah, we're stuck with Pickford probably going into goal when the next international break comes back. But yeah, I'm nervous going to Everton, blood. We lost our last 3 in a row. The record is not good there, blood.
Sean Dyche, a tricky manager against big 6 teams too.
He actually beat us. We was actually his first game in charge of Everton.
Yeah,
and he beat us 1-0,
January,
blood.
wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that.
February.
It was an early kick, right?
February.
It was February. It was an early
Yep.
kick, right? Yeah.
Yep,
I
12:30
remember that.
kickoff. This one is 4:30, so I prefer it.
Should
But
be
I don't like the
confident,
early
man.
kickoffs.
Title chasing Arsenal, like you said, you got
Nah, but
rice and
it's-
peas
it's-
in the
it's
middle.
not- we
Odegaard,
are- yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's
Saka
still like,
with
you know,
his
like,
rest.
yeah, but you see, like, you know, like you have a bogey team. Like right now, our bogey
Yeah.
team is Everton away. Like
Oh, is
I
that your
remember
bogey team
being
like
in.
that? Okay.
Like right now, our bogey team, like your bogey team. Who's like?
Well,
pardon
we
me,
just got bogeys.
who's your bogey team? Like your proper.
He just got
Nah, but one that's been slapping you consistently.
West Ham away. You guys at the bridge if you get 4 in a row against
Yeah,
us,
you're
I
pissed.
swear. City away, United
Yeah,
away.
like City is a team. City's not our bogey.
Bournemouth.
City's not our bogey team. City are just better than us, innit? You get me? Our bogey team is a team that I say is not better than you, and you go there and it always cause you problems. So like back in the day, Bolton was our bogey team.
Yeah,
Then it was
Big Sam.
yeah. Then it was Stoke. You understand? We go Stoke and get slapped. You get me?
Yeah. Man, like Tony
Then it
Pulis.
was yeah. Then it was Swansea. We'd always go Swansea and get slapped, blood. You understand? Swansea would always come to Emirates to cause us problems, blood. Then it was Wigan. Wigan gave us problems, blood.
Remember that comeback in 2010?
Jesus Christ, we were 2-0 up. They beat us 3-2, blood. I remember that in Zogby,
Paul
I posted
Jewell.
in, bro. I could see it now, blood. Like, we've had a lot of bogey teams, and now It is fucking Everton away, blood. It don't matter what form we're on. It's like City. No matter what form they're on, when they go to Palace, Pep shits himself. That's the one he's like, I hate playing Palace. He said it. Arteta, I don't know if it's because it's his ex-club and he's got that with it and it kind of, he knows the atmosphere. Because Everton, Goodison Park, when it gets rocking, it gets
loud.
rocking.
Very loud.
It
Loud
gets
stadium.
loud. It is an intimidating and it's old school, blood. You understand? They got fucking wooden seats in the away end, bro.
I hate the away ends, but like the atmosphere is good.
But the atmosphere is quality, bro. And we've been much better at dealing with hostile atmospheres. Like last year, went up to Newcastle, won 2-0. That's a hostile atmosphere. Chelsea away, it's normally a quiet place, but London Derby, it's got a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
We you understand? We've kind of been able to go.
Spurs.
Tottenham away, our probably most toxic ground. Absolutely went there and rubbed them out, blood. You understand? Expressions was there, getting dunked on right in front of him by Bakao. Blood class like my brother. But I don't know, blood, because it's up north as well. I remember when at times we always had a problem traveling up north, blood. We'd always go up north and you understand, we get slap up, blood, and
Bolton, Everton, Wigan, like you said, all up north.
it's all up north, blood. And I'm confident, but I'm wary.
Cautious optimism.
That's it.
I
I'm
hear
cautious because the way Ramsdale's been on set pieces, yeah, and the threat that Everton have, blood, is that's what
they got tall players.
That's where it's got me like Jesus. And I know that Zinchenko can't defend his mother. You understand? So I know he's gonna get. I don't know, blood. It's a tough. It's a tough one still. I can't lie, blood. People probably want to know my lineup.
Yeah, what's your lineup? Yeah, we want to know.
I've
We
been
the
asking
people.
for Raya. Yeah, I've been asking for Raya to start. I do
He's been a bit
believe
shaky on set pieces too.
I do believe he is the better goalkeeper, and I do believe that Ramsdale should have saved Rashford's goal last weekend, or the weekend before. He got a strong hand on it, bro. I believe he should have saved it. I think Raya saves
I can
that.
hear it. I can hear it.
I think Raya saves that. I can't lie.
Fairs, Rashford did Rashford.
I haven't
He
thought
did,
about
he's hit
that, but I hear the
He struck
argument.
that
Yeah,
well.
I hear it.
He has,
But he
struck
got a
that
hand
very
on it, bro. From you get a hand on it, you got to push it around your post. And he got a firm hand. It wasn't like he got a fingertip, bro. He got a hand on it, blood. Do you understand?
Fair
And I'm not showing. I'm not like I've already pushed Ramsdale, pause, to be England #1 keeper. But I know for him to do that as well, he's probably got to be playing week in, week out at Arsenal.
True.
But I don't. I've been pushing Raya to go in #1 spot, blood. I can't lie. I've been an advocate of it, blood. But
So you're gonna throw him in against away at Everton, yeah? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna keep Ramsdale.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep Ramsdale in.
Who do you have in the Champions League?
We're gonna
'Cause I
win
was
the
gonna
group.
say,
We're
you
gonna
could probably
win
play Raya in that one.
We're gonna win the group, blood. We got so our first opening game is PSV on Wednesday.
Oh, you got a Dutch away too. Oh,
Yeah,
I finished
Eindhoven.
12th.
Yeah, we're loving life, blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So we got our first game is PSV, and then we've got Lens away, and then we got Sevilla away. So our group is Sevilla, Lens, and PSV. Respectfully, we're winning that group, blood. You understand? Simple as blood. We're winning that group.
You must.
Yep, we're winning it, blood. Because I've been pushing Raya to start, but because he hasn't put him in yet, I'm gonna have to go with Ramsdale now. Because
Makes sense.
I don't want to give him his debut away from home, blood. You understand? I'd rather him have his debut at home. So I think PSV would be a good game to throw him in. So Ramsdale starts for me. Normal back four: Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. Midfield. Here's where it gets tricky, blood, because you got Fabio Vieira knocking on the door. You got Emile Smith-Rowe, who's had 0 minutes this season. And then you got Kai Havertz, who's been stinking out the place. But he got himself an assist against France. Does that give him the confidence booster?
You know he's gonna start.
I put it out there, and Chelsea fans said, "Troops, we said this about Havertz for years and years. This could be the confidence booster. Now he's going to kick on."
It is very funny to see Arsenal fans going through the same ups and downs that we did.
Yeah, we're going through the same. But
Wait till March, bro. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I'll say that.
Fabio Vieira, I think he's a bit lightweight to go in against
Yeah, Everton
The
got that
likes of
pace and power
Decore
midfield.
and Nana.
Nano,
Yeah, I think he'll get eat. Yeah, I
Just
think he'll get
Gay in there.
yam like hard food blood. So I'd actually
So-
go with Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, and then the front three: Saka, Martinelli, and Gabby Jesus blood. You get me?
No one cares.
Prediction? Nah,
Okay.
I'll put Jesus in. Jesus is the out and out number one, and he looked good. He looked bad when he came on against Fulham. He looked good when he came on against United, blood. And the way he took that finish, the way he sent Dallo back up the M6 was an absolute mad thing, blood. He sent him up the M6 via Lisbon, sent him Lisbon, flew him back, and then
The
sent him
memes
back
I've
up the
seen
M6,
about
blood.
that have been insane.
Yeah, it's been a
man.
mad thing, bro. Apparently he's still sliding, blood. You get me? But I'll go Everton 1, Arsenal 2.
I'm gonna
Goalies.
go. I'm gonna say 1-0 Arsenal. As much as I think it could be a tricky game, and Everton might get something.
They've never done 4 in a row. I think the last time they done, have they ever done 4 in a row? Let me check my
It's not
stats.
even that. So one thing I've noticed with Arsenal is that their mentality looks a lot better. They're
Yeah.
grinding out games a lot more and they're staying switched on. Even with stuff like when United scored, equalised immediately.
Immediately.
There's mentally they look a lot better, and I think that might be the difference in this game. So I say 1-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, the last time they won 4 consecutive games against us was March 1910 until March
Boy.
1913. So we're talking 110 years ago, blood. But then Arteta's broken some records that have stood for that long.
That
So
weren't even the First World War.
I'm praying, blood. Now, but Arteta's broken records that from
Further
like,
back than that.
yeah, like mad ones, blood. Like he's done that. But I think that that one ain't getting broken, blood. Flawless.
I'm trying to think because I've not watched a lot of Everton like that, and people have been hyping up. Obviously, they got that Beto up top, like obviously their new signing. But I think Arsenal win the game. I think you lot do the business. Unfortunately, 2-1 Arsenal. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna get predictions off the man them for the rest of the weekend's games, and then we can wrap this up like a Zubi, blood. The weekend actually kicks off at Molineux. Wolves taking on Liverpool. 12:30 kickoff on Saturday.
Yeah, Wolves, they're getting bad. That's a straight 3-0 Liverpool minimum.
yeah, I was gonna say 3-0 Liverpool as well. I think Liverpool. No, actually 3-1. I think Wolves get a goal. I say 3-1.
I say 2-1. I think early kickoff. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals, blood.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a problem with early kickoffs. I remember Monster saying it.
I'd say 2-1. I don't think they'll blow them out the water. 3 o'clock kickoffs. Aston Villa taking on Crystal Palace. It's a good game still, I can't lie, blood. Palace have been pretty decent. Villa have been hot and cold. Villa have been like Brighton, hot and cold. You don't know what Villa you're going to get. But
Yeah,
at
but I
home,
think more
they-
so away from home. Yeah, away from home, their issues
Yeah.
have been. I think at home they've done the business pretty much. I know they lost to
I go
Newcastle and they
3.
lost to Liverpool.
Yeah, I go 3-1 Villa.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing as well. Nothing
saying-
against Crystal Palace. I just think Villa will be different at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Palace got nothing. Like they can't score. 2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa, yeah? Fulham Luton. Luton are still chasing their first point, I believe, in the Premier League. Have they got a point yet? I don't think they do, you know.
Nah, I don't think they have.
Let me check. Nah, they don't. They don't have a point. Them and Burnley are the only teams with no
It's
points.
the only team we've beaten this season.
Yeah, and you was lucky.
That first half was still shaky.
Yeah, blood.
Pot, you criminal. You're an absolute criminal.
Man struggling against Luton. Big up Amari though, my
This
brother.
is you, brother. You don't pattern up. Tottenham incarnate.
What is it?
Yeah, Fulham
Crazy.
Luton. I'm going. Who am I going for? I'm going. I'd love Luton to win because my dad plays for them. Amari. Big up Jamaica every time. Big up
that.
Jamaica as well. 4 points out of our 2 games in the CONCACAF Nations League.
Okay.
We were actually 2-0. We were actually 2-0 down against Haiti. Sorry, and then we came back to 2-2, and then obviously we won our first game as well, blood. But Bobby Reed as well, blood. This is a Jamaica game, blood. Bobby Reed, he got the equalizer for Jamaica
Love that,
against
man.
Haiti. Yeah. So it's actually Amari against So you know what? I want to draw, blood, because Jamaica up on both sides, you know, dog. So I go for 1-1, but I know it's gonna be 3-1
I'm thinking
or
3-0
3-0.
Fulham.
Maybe
I was-
'cause Luton can't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
They're not
2-0
really-
Fulham.
We done the Man United. Tottenham, Sheffield United.
Oh yeah, they're getting chef.
You know what? I say I'm gonna lie. Tottenham 4-0.
Yeah,
They're getting
that's.
chef.
I'll say 3, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll
That's
go
getting
with the
piped.
same 3-0. I was gonna say Tottenham 3-0. Yeah.
West Ham, Man City.
See, I've seen City fans pretending like they're a little bit nervous for this one, but it's still going to be 2-0 City at the end of it.
I say 1-0 City.
Could be a
say-
tight game. Could be a tight game. But City still win it regardless. They're just built
Yeah, I'd say
different.
2-1 City.
Newcastle, Brentford. This could be a good game. 5:30.
Yeah, that's gonna be a goodie. I would say
Still see a
3-2
little 2-0
Newcastle.
Newcastle though.
I'm saying
3-1
Newcastle.
Newcastle. And then finally, Monday, Nottingham Forest, Burnley.
Oh, is that the Monday game?
Yeah.
Jesus. Actually,
I
Forest
can't
ain't too bad
predict
to
that
watch,
one.
actually. But I won't be
Forest are good
probably
at home, you
watching.
know.
Yeah, Forest are good at home. They're a decent watch, like with the 1 year and the players they have as well. And then around the Langer doing business. Obviously, they won at the bridge as well.
Yeah. Big win.
Didn't need to bring that up, but alright.
I'm just pointing out their form going into the game. That's all it is. I'm
like
just
it.
for the people watching.
sure.
This is what
gotta get that in every time, you understand?
I'm going to say 1-0 Forest, Hudson-Odoi. Big
Look,
up
he's-
Cho.
look, he's pissed,
Cho
man.
way or no way. Every time.
I say
I don't know why it's
2. I say 2-1 Forest.
I'm going 2-0 Forest.
And that's it, people. Episode 234 wrapped up like a Zubi blood. We are back again in full effect, bro. You get me? Look out for the content flying this weekend, blood. You get me? Podcast, watch along, fan cam, player ratings, and then Monday podcast drops. Tuesday, me and Sophie show drops. Wednesday,
Let's go.
the vlog drops. Thursday, player ratings. Friday, in the morning. So 9 a.m. Friday, pod. 5 p.m., me and Sophie show. Saturday, I don't think we're playing Saturday. And then Sunday, game day, blood. You get me? Make sure you subscribe to the Mandem's channels as well, blood. Link is always in the bio. Flawless, love my G, blood. You get me? Can't wait to get you in the studio. Pause, you understand? Lewis, my brother.
Every time.
You know the vibe, blood. You get me?
Poch, I better be back here next episode with a win. On my life, we better be back here after a win. I ain't doing therapy sessions again.
And like I say at the end of every episode, blood, stay safe and wash them fucking hands, rude boy.